Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This one is for all the gaming fans out there. After years of animated spin-offs, live-action attempts, some better than others, and a long run of video game success, Street Fighter, the legendary fighting game, is heading back to the big screen with a brand new movie. In this video, we're going to take a look at everything we know so far about it, so sit back and enjoy. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. The legacy of Street Fighter. A quick look back. Before we jump into the new movie, let's take a quick look back at how Street Fighter became such a massive deal. It all started back in 1987 with the first Street Fighter game from Capcom, but it was Street Fighter 2 in 1991 that really changed everything. That game pretty much invented the modern one-on-one fighting genre as we know it. Special moves, combos, epic rivalries. It all started there. Since then, Street Fighter has become one of the best-selling and most recognizable video game franchises in the world. As of late 2024, it has sold over 56 million copies globally. It's not just one of Capcom's biggest ones, it's one of the most successful video game franchises of all time. And of course, Street Fighter has made its way onto the big screen before. Back in 1994, we got the live-action Street Fighter movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme as Colonel Guile and Raul Julia as the villainous M. Bison. The plot was exactly as over-the-top as you would expect. Guile tries to stop Bison, who's running a criminal empire, building an army of super soldiers. Meanwhile, Street Fighters like Ryu and Ken are dragged into the chaos. The live-action movie was not exactly a hit with critics or hardcore fans. It got roasted for being way too cheesy, taking some pretty wild liberties with the source material. But despite all that, it was actually a box office success and made a solid profit. And Raul Julia's performance as M. Bison was absolutely legendary. It's still praised today and has become even more meaningful because it was his final film before he passed away. The movie is now considered a cult classic, flaws and all. That same year, fans also got Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, which was much closer to the game. It focused heavily on Ryu, Ken, and the rivalry with M. Bison and Shadow. Unlike the live-action version, the animated film was praised for sticking true to the source material, capturing the tone, action, and style that fans loved from the games. That anime is still considered the gold standard for Street Fighter adaptation. The franchise kept pushing into TV as well. Street Fighter 2-5, an anime series from 1995, reimagined younger versions of Ryu and Ken traveling the world, training, and getting mixed up in Shadowloo's shady dealing. Around the same time, there was also Street Fighter the Animated Series, which took things in a more cartoon direction, turning Guile and the fighters into a global peacekeeping squad. In the 2000s, more animated films like Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter 4, The Ties That Bind, kept the franchise alive for die-hard fans, often tying directly into the game's lore. But not all of the live-action attempts hit the mark. The 2009 film, The Legend of Chun-Li, is, well, let's just say most fans pretend that one does not exist. In 2014, things finally changed with Street Fighter. Assassin's Fist, a web series, actually did get it right. It focused on the origin story of Ryu and Ken. It was about their training and the history behind their fighting style, and fans of the franchise loved it for its great fight scenes, the way it told the story, and how closely it stuck to the source material. So, yeah, Street Fighter has always had this weird but awesome legacy, both in gaming and in movie. And now, it's finally getting another shot at the big screen. When is the new Street Fighter movie coming out? The new Street Fighter movie is officially happening, but things haven't been moving quite as smoothly as fans were hoping. Originally, the film was set for a theatrical release on March 20th, 2026. With Legendary Entertainment backing the project, the studio picked up the film and TV rights back in April 2023, right when video game movies were suddenly becoming huge moneymakers again, thanks to hits like the Super Mario Bros. Movie and Five Nights at Freddy's. So the thing is, the movie no longer has that release date. Sony Pictures quietly took it off the schedule. Right now, there's no new date set. It's not canceled, but it's pretty clear there are some changes happening behind the scenes. One of the biggest reasons for this is the switch in directors. The Filippo brothers, who were originally signed on to direct, have exited the project to focus on their horror film. In their place, Bad Trip director Kitao Sakurai has stepped in to take over. With a new director comes a fresh creative approach, and that likely means a major rewrite or even a full creative reset of the film. While the delay is definitely disappointing, it does suggest that Legendary and Sony are taking their time to get this right. Honestly, considering how hit or miss past Street Fighter adaptations have been, this might not be such a bad thing. The project is still alive, just without a release date for now. The good news is that Legendary is still fully behind, which is definitely a positive sign. So yeah, the wait just got a bit long, but hopefully it will all be worth it in the end. A new logo teases what is coming, even though the release date is uncertain for now. The upcoming live-action Street Fighter movie just got a new update. Capcom revealed a brand new logo for the film during the licensing expo in Las Vegas, offering fans a little reassurance that the project is still alive and moving forward. The logo keeps the classic red and yellow color scheme that fans know, but gives it a modern twist. This time, it features neon outline with a sort of glowing design sitting over a dark alley backdrop. It definitely gives off a grittier underground vibe, hinting that the tone of this movie might lean a bit darker than past adaptations. The new logo showed up not long after the film disappeared from Sony's release schedule. Sony ended up moving another film, Shiver, into that spot, which pretty much confirms that Street Fighter is heading for a longer development phase. Still, the logo is a small but clear sign that the movie isn't scrapped, just getting reworked. Sakurai brings a unique comedic and edgy background to the project. Pair that with his experience in visual storytelling and advertising, and it feels like this reboot might finally be the one that balances the style and tone fans have been waiting for. The cast. Who is fighting who this time? The lineup for the new Street Fighter movie is wild, in the best way. After months of rumors floating around, we finally have a cast list, and it's packed with a pretty surprising mix of action stars, wrestlers, and even a couple of musicians. Let's kick it off with Jason Momoa, who's trading in his trident for something a little more electric. He's playing Blanka, the green-skinned beast from the Amazon, who literally zaps people mid-fight. Definitely not the casting anyone expected, but it might actually work. We will see. Then we have Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, stepping into the role of Balrog, the ex-boxer, who is one of M. Bison's top enforcers. 50 Cent has been busy building his acting career for years, and this role seems like a solid fit for his energy. WWE superstar Joe Anoa'i, better known as Roman Reigns, is joining the fight as Akuma, one of the most dangerous characters in the Street Fighter universe. Honestly, a guy who dominated wrestling for years. Playing a ruthless warrior feels like a spot-on casting. On the martial arts side, Andrew Koji takes the lead as Ryu, the fighter, who's easily one of the most recognizable characters in game. If you've seen him in Warrior or Bullet Train, you know he can absolutely handle the fight scene. Right alongside him is Noah Centineo, stepping in as Ken Masters, Ryu's longtime rival and training buddy. Centineo has had a pretty varied career, from rom-coms to superhero flicks, and now he's gearing up to throw Hadoukens. Colleen Lang is stepping into the role of Chun-Li, the Interpol agent bent on taking down M. Bison and avenging her father. With a mix of brains, determination, and incredible fighting skill, Chun-Li has always been one of the most iconic characters in the franchise. And then there's Orville Peck, the country singer who's about as mysterious in real life as the character he's playing. Vega, known for his obsession with beauty and his deadly claw. Vega is a flashy, acrobatic assassin, and honestly, this casting feels weirdly perfect. All in all, this lineup is probably not what anyone was expecting, but maybe that is a good thing. Whether this cast delivers something awesome or completely wild, it's clear the studio is not playing it safe. Plot details. Not much has been revealed about the plot of this film. Turning Street Fighter into a movie has always been a bit of a challenge, unlike games like Mortal Kombat, which lean heavily into brutal violence and outrageous fatalities. Street Fighter has always kept things a little more playful, colorful, and over the top in a fun way. That tone is a huge part of what makes the franchise so beloved, and it's something the new movie absolutely has to get right. The real challenge here is figuring out how to tell a proper story. Let's be honest, Street Fighter games have never exactly been known for having super deep plots. Focus has always been on the fighting, the rivalries, and the flashy moves. But if there is any thread that holds the games together, it's the World Warrior Tournament. That's the backbone of the series, and likely the core of what the movie's story will revolve around. It's a pretty safe bet that Ryu will take center stage. He's been the face of the franchise since day one, the wandering warrior always searching for the next big challenge. Of course, there's still a big question of how they will balance all the different characters, rivals, and subplots without things getting too messy. Much like what the Mortal Kombat reboot tried to do, the Street Fighter movie will have to find the sweet spot between honoring what fans love about the games and updating them for a modern audience. If it can capture the fun, the style, and the heart of the franchise without falling into the same traps as the older live-action adaptation, it might actually pull this off. Marvelous verdict. Well, with that, guys, we've come to the end of yet another video. Street Fighter has been part of gaming culture for decades, and that legacy alone might be enough to get fans lining up for this movie. With such a dedicated fan base and so much nostalgia behind it, there's definitely potential for this to do really well at the box office. And if it's done right, it could even bring Street Fighter to a whole new generation, just like what we've seen happen with other game adaptations. So what do you think? Does this cast lineup have you hyped or nervous? Who do you think should have played your favorite fighter? And do you want this movie to lean into the fun vibe of the game, or go for something dark? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching this, do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more likes. Thanks for watching. Until next time.